We're on. All right, good morning, folks. It is a very foggy December morning. We're going out here fishing for striped bass and hybrids. We're gonna see if we can find surface activity. The fish will, show themselves on the surface quite a bit this time of year. There can be seagulls showing us where they are too. Seagulls will follow them around because they push bait up to the surface and the seagulls will feed on that. So yeah, birds, surface activity. If we cannot see evidence of fish on the screen or on the surface or by way of following the birds, we're just gonna troll. We're gonna cover water and see if we can bump into some stripers. They roam around a lot. That's on the right side. That's the hybrid hunter plug. It's like shallow diver. It's like 2 to 5 feet, I think. This one's gonna go more like 20. Can't remember the name of this. It's called like the 5-shot or something. It's a Japanese lure. I got it when I was in Japan. First time using it. So we'll get the deeper diving lure off the left side here, which is the side that's a little farther from the shoreline. All right, we're trolling 2 miles an hour. There's a seagull. That is the first seagull I've seen so far. It really would be nice if we could start seeing more of those guys. All right, there's a number of birds working here. There's like 20 birds or so, and they're diving periodically. I think I'm gonna stop trolling. We're gonna start casting and jigging. Let's try a jigging spoon. See if we can get some fish vertically. It's pretty calm here too. So there's not a lot of drift, so it's not gonna be too hard to work the spoon. Let's see, 28 feet. Yeah, we've got a pile of seagulls here. There's gotta be some stripers here, some hybrids. With all these seagulls, there's a lot of gulls here. Oh yeah, I'm seeing some fish on the screen now. Come on. They're mid-water column though. They're not on the bottom. I'm gonna try the swim bait. I'm seeing fish higher up in the column. We're on. Check him out. Pretty good one, actually, for here. Oh my God, they're going crazy on the screen under me too. All right, striper. See ya. This little bird frenzy here, it's kind of died off. They're still birds, but they're not diving as much. They're not as concentrated right around me. You got one. Jigging the paddle tail on the bottom. Nice chunky hybrid. All right, so that's two fish. This is the first two fish on my new rod. I got a St. Croix Victory 7'1" medium fast. Spinning, obviously, but just to be specific. I wonder if those dudes in that boat next to me caught any. I thought I saw one of them hooked up. Take this Japanese lure off. I do want to catch fish with the Japanese lure, but I just want to catch fish. And I think most of the fish I'm seeing are 10, 15 feet down. This thing's running 20-25, and I'd rather be able to drive the kayak around more freely without worrying about hitting the bottom, because it's only like 25, 30 feet most places around here. So I'm gonna go with the shad wrap, which is kind of the, just like the staple. All right, let's troll a little bit more and keep our eye out for the birds again. They definitely didn't steer us wrong that time. Fog has picked up though, or increased in density. We got the hybrid hunter on the right. So the shad wrap will probably be 12, 15 feet down maybe. And the hybrid hunter is only about 5. So we're trolling shallow on the right and kind of mid-water column on the left. We're in about 30 feet. Where'd those birds go, man? The birds knew what was up. We gotta find them again. Basically, that's the plan at the moment right now, is just troll until we find surface activity or birds, or marks on the screen. But again, evidence of fish or we're trolling. That's pretty much what's up. Oh, got one. We got one. Feels all right. Feels kind of small. I don't know. Can't tell yet, really. Little hybrid. Hit the shad wrap. Wow, look, it's getting so bright over there. I wonder if the sun's going to come through the fog and start to burn it off a bit soon. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I can see a boat that's like 50 yards off now, like clear as day. I can see across the lake. The fog's burning off. Sun's out, it's like midday now. Birds are popping off up ahead there. I almost want to pull the rods, the trolling rods up, and just so I could turn the motor all the way up. Chase those birds. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. All right, we're chasing birds. Chasing birds. We're kind of in the blitz right now. Let's see. See if we can hook up. Sort of. Blitz general zone here. A lot of seagulls. Ooh, we're on. Sick. Feels like a pretty good one, actually. Well, I don't know. Ah, a little bit smaller. That's okay, though. Decent hybrid, though. Let's keep one or two. I'll keep this one. Let's see if we can get two of these to keep for dinner. It's one for the dinner table. Let's see if we can fit this fish in the lunch cooler. Yeah, we can get him in there. Cool. I think so far we've only caught one trolling, and we've caught 3 in the birds. Ooh, we got bit. Yes. Did I lose it? I don't know what's going on. I might have lost it. Or he's just swimming at me. I think I lost it. Yeah, shit. Okay, well, I was kind of just slow trolling the paddle tail. We got bit on that. We've been trolling the shad wrap around for a while and nothing. Ooh. Just got a nibble, tail grab on the paddle tail. Huh, it's pretty interesting to see that today they really don't care about the shad wrap. Water's clear and still, so it kind of makes sense. We got one. We got one. Did I lose it? No, we got it. Sick. Ooh. Feels pretty good. Sorry it's so loud, bunch of boat traffic here. This feels like a pretty good fish though. Ooh. Alright, pretty nice fish here. Yeah. Kayak. Nice one. That's not too big. We'll keep him. Cool. All right. It's reeling this shad wrap. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything. I'm just gonna chase birds and like troll the shad wrap or the paddle tail. Yeah, this lure, some days in this lake it's dynamite. Not today though. Oh man, camera wasn't on. Just got another fish. That sucks too, because I was talking to you guys for like 3 minutes about a bunch of different super interesting topics. This little guy can go back. What was I talking about? I don't know. We'll try and catch another fish and I'll see if I can remember. Trolling this paddle tail is working out really well, actually. They definitely really like this paddle tail a lot more than the plugs. Not feeling the plugs today, so let's troll the paddle tail a bit. I'll put it in the holder. I'll commit. Let me show you this fish, the bigger one that we caught. This is like a 4-pounder probably. All right, we're just gonna drag him, let him bleed out. Right in the birds. See if we can catch one more fish, and then I'll show you my new fishing rod and just talk about it a little bit. I can't give like a review or anything. It's like my first day using it. Not really like super good at that kind of thing anyway, I don't think. But if you guys are, you know, you're probably like me, you're probably, you know, nerdy about fishing rods, and I just got this one, so let me show it to you. Let's see if we can catch one more fish first. I don't know if it's a problem to fillet fish on the water here in Georgia. I used to live in upstate New York, and I think there were regulations about that. I don't think you were allowed to do that. I think it mattered if the fish had a minimum size, because if a game warden, you know, were to stop you, he can't very well tell if your fish were legal or not when all you have is fillets. So I think that was the reason. There is no minimum size on striped bass or hybrid striped bass in this lake, so I don't really see, other than that, why it would be a problem. But there could be something I'm not thinking of, you know. I don't know, but we're not gonna have to do it anyway, so they did fit in the lunch cooler. Okay, the birds are all kind of grouping up right ahead of us here. We're headed right into them. Let's see if we can get one more fish. See if we can get one on the spoon. Oh, on the full, on the spoon. It's a largie. All right, species number 3, largemouth bass. Ate the jigging spoon on the fall. After I caught that first one, I was kind of thinking like, all right, we're gonna catch all stripers today, which would have been cool. But hybrids I think are better for eating. They're very similar, the meat. I think the hybrids are a little bit better, but I'm not really positive. They might be just so similar. It's just that I did a better job cooking it one day. There's a lot less of them in this lake, so I'd kind of rather put stripers back, just so there's more in here. Let them get big. All right, let me talk about my new rod, since I brought it up a couple of times. I got a St. Croix Victory 7'1" medium fast action spinning rod. I have a few other medium rods, or I've got 2 other medium rods that I mostly use for what I'm doing right now, and a couple other things. They're Fenwick HMGs. They're called mediums, but they're a little stiff. They're almost like medium heavies. And I find that I use this 3/8 ounce jig head with a paddle tail all the time in this lake. So I wanted something that was rated perfectly, that was a 7-foot medium, but was rated perfectly to throw a 3/8. And this rod's rated for 3/16 to 5/8, and 3/8 is right in the middle of that, so it's like the sweet spot. Yeah, it's super light and strong, and it ought to be. It was expensive. It's like $200. I got it for $170 on Black Friday sale. It was 15% off. It's got the split grip, which makes it a little bit lighter, but the butt section of it, a lot of times these split grip rods have this like big kind of bulbous butt, and this one's kind of longer and more slender. It's like, it feels better in the hand, I think, and for casting. The foregrip though is really nice. Like, it's, when you're holding it, you know, with the reel in between your fingers like this, the heel of my hand sits right in this little kind of cradle, this foam part in the bottom. And then my forefinger, index finger, goes right where that little like nose is, and it's comfortable to hold. But also it's got this like kind of chunkier, like taller section here, where if you want to choke up on the rod, there's cork there, which I like because I do that quite a bit. It changes the balance of the rod and makes certain things like less tiring. And yeah, this rod, basically, like everything about it really was kind of appealing to me. And so I've been wanting another 7-foot medium that was like a touch lighter power than my Fenwicks, and I was willing to spend a little bit more on it because I knew I was just going to use it for casting, and I was only going to buy one, as opposed to those Fenwicks that I use for trolling and setting down lines with bait, like suspended bait, where like it got 1 and 2, 3 ounce even sinkers on them sometimes. Yeah, it was my first day out with it. We've caught a few fish on it. It felt really nice. It cast really nice. I definitely like the action of it for fighting fish. And yeah, I don't know, I like it so far quite a bit. It's nice looking too. It was a good time out here today. Pretty good fishing, decent fishing at least. We caught a handful of fish. We got one kind of random largemouth on the spoon. That was kind of fun, just another species, but mostly we caught striper and hybrid. That was what we came out here for. We got one pure strain striper. It's kind of a bonus. There's not nearly as many of those in this lake as there are the hybrids. Caught a handful of hybrids. We got one big one. The rest were all like just kind of whatever. Got 2 in the cooler, so we took care of dinner. That's always good. Got to use my new rod, which I liked a lot. I liked it quite a bit. So I'm pretty happy about that. We had that crazy fog. It blew off after a while. It was fun though. I had fun being in that fog. It stressed me out a little bit, but it was kind of magical too. I liked it. Thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I will see you next time.